other day I mentioned this guy, Graham Hancock, who's a documentary journalist who recently made a show with Netflix called Ancient Apocalypse that's all about kind of like the lost civilization of Atlantis idea, or the idea of ancient human civilizations that existed before an ice age, and whether or not this is real, whether or not you believe with this. It came to mind when I was talking about Neptune and Pisces and the Venus-Neptune-Pisces transit, and I thought it was interesting anyways that it turns out that Graham Hancock does in fact have a strong Venus-Neptune-Pisces influence in his natal chart, and we can see it here that his Venus is at 13 degrees Cancer, his Neptune's at 14 degrees Libra, so that's a 90-degree angle off by 1 degree, so it's almost a perfect square between Neptune and Venus. And using whole sign, Neptune is in the 10th house, which is his house of career, and the Venus is the ruler of his 10th house in the 7th, so these are angular. Venus is conjunct the descendant by 3 degrees, so it's an angular Venus receiving this in this 90-degree square to Neptune. Is a very strong placement, and so it does actually work quite well with the stuff around Neptune recently. Also, if you look here, I'm going to try to do some more markups maybe. A couple other things that are interesting in his chart that I can mention is that if you look into Pisces, he has Jupiter in Pisces, and so now we have Jupiter in Aries. So around the time when this show came out, or when this show was coming into production, he was having his Jupiter return, and he was also having Neptune set off his Jupiter, so that makes a lot of sense. And then if we look at that, the Jupiter is at 5 degrees, that Jupiter is a nice trine to Uranus, right? Which is also affecting Venus, so Venus and Jupiter and Uranus are all talking to each other, so this is all pretty cool. And if we look at the ascendant, the ruler of the ascendant is in Saturn. Saturn's the ruler of Capricorn. It's in Virgo. The ruler of Virgo is in the same sign. Mercury exalts and is in domicile in Virgo, so a strong Mercury with the ruler of the ascendant in the 9th house by whole sign, which has to do with foreign travel, good for going on a trek, good for going on a pilgrimage to go visit religious, archaeological sites, visit sites of ancient astronomers. All fits with the 9th house, all fits with Saturn being the old ancient ruins, the old archaeological dig. You've also, even, this is not enough, you got Moon here in the 4th house, and the Moon in the Aries, which rules Mars, which is up there in the 10th. I don't know, I thought this was an interesting chart just to see a bunch of stuff, knowing this guy, knowing what he does, that you can see in all his chart. I think it's kind of cool. I was having some sound problem doing this recording like this, so hopefully the sound is not too bad on this recording, but I'm not going to